Matt, Star of Steel, England versus Box Edition. This is big. This is big.
And this is particularly special for George and I, who currently live in England. So I have to deal with
a lot of
the English.
Yeah. I like how you put it. Yeah, that was.
But before you start, George, if you like what we're doing, if you like the Star of Steel series, please, cost you nothing. Drop us a like at the bottom. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and chuck a comment. Let us know where we get it wrong.
So let's see if you get it wrong. Oh, what have I done here? Anyway, we're going to kick off with some forwards here. Old Ellis Genge, Baby Rhino, versus Stephen Spicy Plum Kitsoff.
I mean, we're starting off with an easy one.
I know.
Okay, we're starting off with a very easy one. Let's talk about Ellis Genge. Okay. There is no one, I think, in the English team that the English fans don't love more than Ellis Genge. Okay, there's something special about the relationship between Genji and the English fans, which is very cool.
It's very cool.
Okay, but it's because they believe a prop should do more than being a prop.
Yeah,
there's this wild idea, and if we go back to what England do well, it's actually what South Africa do well. Set pieces, then throw it out to the back, mauls, scrums, all the rest of it. So have a culture that have gone so far away from that and gone, Ellis Genge is the Baby Rhino, he runs, he passes, but the guy gets bent in half on a regular basis at scrum time.
Yeah.
If I'm picking a scrummager, if I'm picking a prop, the guy must prop. And if he can do stuff over that,
that's cool.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Okay? It's needs versus wants.
Exactly.
Or not needs, but it's nice to haves versus needs.
I mean, he just got done by a 20-year-old.
Yeah. He got absolutely folded in this. I think it was
wave goodbye under 20 against Gloucester. I mean, look, he came on in the second half, so Genji was obviously more tired. But this is like, you're a front row forward.
Outlet prop. Yeah.
It's technique. I don't think his technique is world class.
Not at all.
He's probably not big enough.
He could play hooker.
He would be a great hooker.
If he could just throw.
Well, we don't know if he can't.
Well, true. But you're going to take him over Kitsy.
Listen, now let's talk about props who can do more than just propping. Okay.
How spicy?
Because Spicy Plum, before Ox was my favorite player. He was my favorite prop.
Yeah.
The guy, Bomb Squad 2019, came onto the starting lineup. It's when he's fit, him and Ox are battling it out. Had a bit of a rough time in Ulster.
Yeah, he did.
But he's come home. That's fine. Now we can talk about a prop who wins 99% of his scrums. Yeah. I don't know if that's the correct stat.
We'll go with that.
But pilfers a ball every game.
Yeah.
Makes his tackles. Probably doesn't do the running like Genge, but he does over and above his duties as a prop, which he does at an incredible rate.
Yeah.
He does some extra bits. And he does that like kind of... Do you remember when Bismarck came on the scene and it was like, oh my gosh, he's playing like a flanker, but he's a hooker.
Yeah.
So now all hookers play like that, right? Now it's like Kitsy started playing like a hooker, but a prop.
Yeah.
So will that develop more props like that? I don't know. And Genge could fit into that if he just gets his technique right.
They need a proper scrum coach. Don, you're not going anywhere though. You're not going anywhere.
No, my boy.
Keep that bucket hat in South Africa.
Exactly. So look, long story short, we're going with Kitsy.
All day. Right, next one. And this is a hot topic.
Ooh.
It is a hot topic whenever these two face each other. Maro Itoje or Eben Etzebeth. I say it with a smile on my face because it's...
Oh, gosh. Leave a comment and let us know what you think before I say. Before I say, press pause and type Maro or Eben in the comments. Let's just see what happens, okay? Maro Itoje is an athlete.
He is. He's
a hell of an athlete. He's got an incredible CV.
He does.
If you look at those first, I think, 20 games unbeaten with England, or 18, whatever their run was, he was starting at that. I think he started off with flank, he then moved into lock, or he's the other way around a little bit.
Yeah.
He's a player that if he played for South Africa, and if he was South African, he would be as good as Eben Etzebeth.
Ooh,
let me tell you why.
That's a big call.
Better coaching and better respect for the forward pack. And something to play for. And I think what lacks in the games I watch Maro, and maybe I'm wrong because English people again love him.
Mm-hmm.
Sarries guys love him. He goes missing a bit in big games.
Yes.
And is that because he's not playing like he's playing because this is his job, not because there's a higher purpose? And not everyone can do that.
No.
That's why I think if he was South African, he'd have that drive from someone like a Rassie. So, but that's built in our DNA, so you can't like blame people for that.
No.
He's a great player, and if we didn't have Urban, he'd probably be in the top 5 locks, and you'd be like, what a player. But Urban is a game changer.
Yeah.
And he starts all day long. I'm not even going to talk about Urban.
No, I don't need
We're going
to.
to talk about Urban. Come on, forget about it. But Maro will be a 100-cap Englishman.
Yeah.
He will be one of the. I mean, I think he was voted Player of the Year nominee.
He was, yeah, he was once.
He's probably going to have 8 or 9 caps for the Lions by the end of his thing. I think he's done 3 tours already, so he might even have that. Get up to 12, start challenging Alan Wynne-Jones for that kind of title of most Lions lock. Yeah. He's a solid player, but Urban, I think, come on, guys.
Yeah, come on. To me, he's just annoying when he plays. He just, but that's a good thing about a player, but he does all the stuff that annoys you.
But he doesn't always get away with it, which is like the good players get away with it.
Yeah. But anyway, we've gone Urban there. There we go. On to one more forward. Ben Earl had a hell of a season.
Yeah.
Or a couple years. Or Jasper Visser.
Oh,
that's a toughie, I think.
I like Ben Earl. I think he's a bit smaller. He's a bit nuggety.
He gets around.
But he is such a cool number 8 to watch play when he's given the game plan to play. We watched that New Zealand series now where he was expressing himself a little bit more. He was getting go forward ball. He's a hell of a player. Now Jasper is getting better. I think he's steady caps in.
Yeah.
He's like this weird slow burner where he like busted on the scene with Leicester, won the title with Leicester, got drawn into the Lions tour for us.
Yeah.
Wasn't really known.
No, got his first caps, I think, on the Lions tour.
Got his first caps there. Was solid, and it was like, this guy could be the next Dwayne Vermeulen. He's not going to be the next Dwayne Vermeulen. He doesn't have the rugby kind of intelligence, for want of a better word, that Dwayne has, and that's a 20-year career that you build up. He's as brutish.
Yeah, he is.
But is he as athletic? Not so sure. I love Jasper because he's a Bok.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Ben Earl for this. Just to spice it up. Ben Earl's a great player.
He is a very good player.
I think he could be, with that dominant scrum of the Springboks, to have him at the back, mixing with a Grant Williams and Manu Lebok or Sasha. You've then got 3 attackers off the base of the scrum. The defense is not going to know anything about what you're doing. Jasper, bless him, if he picks up the ball, they know it's coming.
He's going to just run at you.
And that's great.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see Ben Earl.
All right. The only thing I don't like about Ben Earl is how he loses his mind when he wins like a skew line out. However, I get it. I get it in the motion at the time, and when you're excited, I get it.
When you have nothing to celebrate, it's nice to celebrate something.
That's a little dig. But anyway, we'll move on.
Well, we chose him.
One for the English. No. Anyway, on to the back lines. And this is going to be challenging, I think. Marcus Smith.
Okay.
Or Sasha Feinberg and Ngomazulu.
Okay.
I mean, there's a difference here where Marcus Smith's got a number of caps more than Sasha. Sasha's new to the scene. However, they're both, I'd say, game-changing players.
They are.
So over to you.
Well, Marcus Smith has done more in his career, right? Yeah. He's won the Premiership with Harlequins. Premiership is a tough competition to win. Really tough competition to win. He's played a number of caps for England. His kicking's been a bit off, a bit Marnie-esque. Same kind of issue that the English fans have. But they kind of know that if the game plan suits him, he's going to be incredible. Now, the problem is, I don't think Borthwick has that down yet. I don't think he has the game plan for Marcus Smith just yet. Whether his centres are the issue, whether his game plan's the issue, I don't know. But there's something not right about Marcus Smith in that England setup right now. And that's not to say on a one-off game, he can't tear you apart.
Because he can.
But I'm saying over a season, there's still talk about whether he's the starting 10. Yeah, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because he has the most talent, he should be given the most
opportunity, I suppose.
Yeah, opportunity, game plan, everything around him. Like if we didn't have Andre, and maybe Sasha wasn't around, and Marnie was the only option, like at the World Cup, you then create a game plan that allows the license for him to play.
Yes.
Okay? You don't rein him in and try and play him like Andre. That would be an issue.
It would be a problem.
And I think Borthwick wants him to play a little bit more like Ford, a little bit more conservative, remember, Borthwick has a relationship with Ford from Leicester, from just probably playing with him back in the day, or maybe they just missed each other.
Yeah.
But I think he likes that conservative approach. So, and he signed him to Leicester, if I'm not incorrect. So, look, I think they've got some work-ons for Marcus Smith. Sasha Feinberg-Ngomazulu. Yes, he's got his injury problems.
He does, yeah, shame.
Knees, two seasons. Yes, he fibbed to Rassie, which I think actually is more of a problem than I don't think Rassie likes that.
Not at all. I wouldn't be happy.
But it's a question of, do we go with someone who we kind of know where his ceiling is and we kind of can see how much better he's going to get? Or do you go with someone who's so raw and so incredible, he could be anything. He could be anything.
Be anything you want to be.
I'm going with Sasha.
Hey!
His kicking is amazing. His lines are amazing. His game IQ is amazing. He's big. He's tough.
He puts you on your back. Sasha.
SFM, baby. We're going for SFM.
Right, there we go. All right, last one. And now, excuse my pronunciation if I get this wrong. We're going to go with Emmanuel Faye Waboso. I should have got that right. Versus Curtly Aronson. Emmanuel Faye Waboso or Curtly Aronson.
Leave us a comment who you think.
Both.
Faye Waboso.
There we go.
If that's how you say his name.
You said it.
The Welshman turned Englishman.
Snip, snap,
Exeter
snip.
Chiefs. He's a specimen, isn't he?
He's
an athlete.
He's a beast.
He's everything you want in a winger. He's got pace. He's got strength. He's got an eye for the try line.
Yeah. He's England's sort of, I don't want to say cure for wingers, but he is their future for the wing.
Yeah, I think
so
it's someone you could go, you know what, let's give him 20 caps with as little pressure as possible to lose his position to see what he becomes, because he's proven himself so quickly. Okay, Curtly Aronson was the other way around. He took 26, 27 years before he got his first cap. But then went from strength to strength. I think he's 21 games, 17 tries. It's still a great return. I know we were used to him a try a game at one point. Fabulous return. Started a World Cup final in his second year for the Boks.
Nuts.
Absolutely incredible, humble guy. I just think his CV says you go with Curtly Aronson. If Faye Waboso had another 20 caps and 15 tries and we could have a conversation.
This would be a tougher decision.
Yeah. Because I really like what he looks like. You know, he's going to be a great player.
Yeah.
But Curtly Aronson, come on.
There we go.
Absolutely, Curtly Aronson.
So, is that 4-1?
I think it's 4-1. It's probably not a bad return. Tell us if we got anything wrong. Hit that subscribe if you want to see more.
Hit the like.
Yeah, hit the like button and drop us a comment. But that's it for today.
Cheers.